All right, today is an exciting video for me because I get to show you guys how I took my Bronco from stock like this and transformed it into this on 35-inch tires. I also did all of the suspension work in the parking garage to my apartment complex, so stay tuned to see how it went. So first step in this transformation is to get our leveling kit installed so we could clear those 35s. Now for our leveling kit, I went with a Rough Country 1-inch front spacer. Now obviously before we get started, we gotta get the Bronco up in the air and get the wheels and tires off, so I'm gonna do that now. All right, so the next step in our leveling kit install is gonna be to remove the front strut assembly. Now this is not gonna be a how-to video. Rough Country already has one of those on their YouTube channel that I will link down below, but the gist of what we're doing today is removing the upper ball joint. We're gonna be removing the tie rod and the brake line and ABS sensor. And by removing those three, that'll allow us to swing our whole hub assembly out of the way and remove our strut assembly through this area here. Oh, all right, so I got the strut assembly out of the Bronco, which was actually a little bit of a freaking nightmare. But after I got that out, I went ahead and pressed out the two lower bolts, kind of inserts. Rough Country supplies new hardware and they're not pressed in, so it's a little bit easier to get the strut assembly in and out of the vehicle. So I did that. Next on the list is to install two upper spacers on the upper strut, and then we'll get the upper strut put back in the Bronco, and then we'll install the lower spacer on the lower strut assembly here. All right, one side done. The strut is back in. Got the spacer up top, ball joints back on. Kind of see there. Spacer on bottom with the new hardware. Now let's jump to the passenger side. That's it for the install. The leveling kit is on. The next step in this transformation to fit 35s on a non-Sasquatch Bronco is gonna be to remove the crash bars front and rear. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'll give you guys a before and after of what the Bronco looks like leveled. Hey, baby. Hi. Give me a kiss. Putting tires back on. All right, so the Bronco is done. Got the leveling kit installed, got the wheels and tires back on. Here is a before and after look of stock versus the Rough Country leveling kit. And the next stop for today is Discount Tire to get the wheels and tires put on. Let's go. All right, so we are pulling up to Discount Tire, and I'm gonna try and get as much B-roll for you guys as I can. Not super comfortable filming out there yet, but we will get there. So for wheels and tires, I went with the Goodyear Wrangler Territory MTs. Now the main reason I went with these is because I got a killer price at $257 a tire. These are actually the tires that come factory on Sasquatch model Broncos. They are a 315/7017, and for wheels, I went with the KMC KM542 Impacts. These are 17-inch diameter, 8.5-inch width with a 0 offset. Now I'll post all the wheel and tire specs below so you guys can check it out. I will also post a link to the leveling kit as well as links to other things that I've installed on the Bronco in the past, so be sure to check that out. But here are a couple clips of how it went while I was at Discount Tire getting everything installed. All right, the Bronco is done. Everything is installed. The wheels and tires look amazing, and I could not be happier with how it turned out. aside from some B-roll and some video of what everyone really wants to see, this video is a wrap. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Comment down below with any questions or thoughts that you have on this video. And if you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel as we try to grow it. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh, gee.